Welcome to some Gonti 5-finger discount. Hope you're ready to steal some stuff today. I am. Starts opening hand, goes, yeah, I'm not too wild about this opening. Let's go and mulligan on this one. See if we can't get a little bit more mana. Yeah, yeah, we can make that work. We've got 3 swamps, we've got 1 power stone, something to kind of work towards the end. Yeah, we'll keep on this one. See what we get off these scry. Hopefully something good. Get the resonator. Let's go and put that on the bottom for right now. I'd like to see if we can't get into a little bit more card draw. And our opponent's on the play, so we're going to let them do their thing. We're playing Gonti, Lord of Luxury, Death Touch. Whenever Gonti enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of target opponent's library. Exile one of them face down, put one of those cards, exile one of them face down, then we can spend our mana as though we're any color to cast that spell. Let's go and get these swamp down, and then we'll go and pass turn back over there. Playing it's got some partner action, little Jeskai partners. We have Bruse Tarl. Somebody called him Super Mario in one of my comments earlier, and that's all I can think about now because of that mustache. Whenever actually, I'll cover those in a second, but yeah, it kind of looks like it. It was in my Sidisi video, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. Bruse Tarl had a pretty huge impact on the game state, on the board state. Super Mario over there, ugh, got me. Just tap out for the charcoal diamond. Let's get that down, and then we'll go and pass the turn. Playing against Bruse Tarl. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, target creature you control gains double strike and lifelink until end of turn. Then you can notice the little oxen thing in the back. Also playing against Kraum. Flying in haste, whenever opponent casts his or her second spell each turn, draw a card. So, should be probably going to end up being, might be a Jeskai Voltron deck. I would assume so. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I've never played against Jeskai partners, so it should be a fun match. Let's go and get the swamp down. We could go for Gonti at this point right now. I think, yeah, let's go and go for Gonti. We could go for 1 power stone. If our opponent's holding back a counter spell, I don't mind. Okay, Gonti just cleared right through. We get Gonti coming down. So this could be Felmore Stone, Control Magic, and Chaos Warp. I think Control Magic sounds like a pretty fun thing to steal. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's grab that Control Magic. It goes into our resale shop over here. And then anything else, we're going to go and pass the turn to our opponent. Now, we do have Minion Reflector in the hand, but with our opponent having 2 mana up, it looks like they had potentially some sort of counter spell. So, just wanted to get Gonti down. That way, if they get countered, we can go for 1 Power Stone the following turn. Still being a good spot to get Gonti down. But we got Gonti on the battlefield, and that's what matters. And then we'll see whatever they kind of get down. You know, if they get down Bruse, it's not going to be the best to go for Control Magic. We may end up holding on to it to see if we can't find something else a little bit better. But it's not too bad to have. I like the art on it, too. But yeah, as far as the rest of our hand, we got the Whispering and Gray Merchant. And if we can get those down and really start working towards some devotion, we'll be in a pretty good spot. Now, we do have Animate Dead, so if something does happen to Gonti, other than it getting exiled, which we can't do anything about, we could let it go back to the command zone and kind of bring it back. So that's something we can go for. Let's get Gonti pop back up. Got turned into a shapeshifter, a little changeling. Drawn to Damnation. Okay. I'm just going to get the 1 Power Stone in. That's going to be 1, 2. That'll be 3 total mana. And then let's go and swing in for 1. Get the Voltron shapeshifter beat sticks going. Push it for 1, put it back down to 30. And then we'll kick it back over to our opponent. Now, as far as how much mana we've got next turn, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're okay. And as far as Minion Reflector, what we'll probably end up doing is going for Minion Reflector. And if we get into spots where we've got 7 mana, that'll give us enough to go for double Gray Merchant. I think I like that. That sounds pretty good. Or we might end up going for Control Magic to kind of stop our opponent. That could be a good option to go for, too. Drawn to another swamp. Let's go and get the swamp down. Let's go ahead and push in Enchant Creature. Yeah, so we're not going to be able to untap it, even though it does have haste. But let's go ahead and go for that. We'll go and grab a Kraum. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Tap for 1, 2. Grab that. Let's go and swing in for 1 with the Shapeshifter. Oh, that feels good. I love using our opponent's spells against them. That's one of the best feelings in Magic. So we got that down. We'll see how we want to sequence Minion Reflector. We don't really have that much devotion going on right now. But one of the best Gonti flips, and I know I've talked about this before, but it's still just a lot of fun, is one of the best Gonti flips is it was like a control matchup. And we, like, the very first time I got Gonti down, I took our opponent's mana drain. That was mana drain. Well, they didn't have the 1 versus 1 commander. It was just regular commander rules, but we stole our opponent's mana drain. Oblation. Draws 2 cards. Okay. Actually, good, pretty, that's a good little line of play for them. They're going to be able to draw 2 cards off of that. Now, depending on what else they get out, if they do go for Bruse Tarl's, I think, did they make the, yeah, they did make the land drop for the turn. So, either way, we might end up going for Damnation just to kind of clear the board up a little bit. That still put us online for Animate Dead. Enters the battlefield. Whatever deals combat damage, player put a +1 counter on it. Equal number of +1 counters in. Okay. We'll kick it back over to us. Another swamp. I'm just going to get the swamp down. I think I'm okay with letting Kraum swing in again. I'd like to get down minion reflector. I think that's good. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Tap out for 2 more. Get down minion reflector, and then we'll go ahead and pass the turn. What we can do is we can go for damnation, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have enough to go for the whispering one. That's going to allow our get those upkeep triggers on our opponent, which should be pretty good. And yeah, we'll just go and hold off, because if our opponent does swing with Falcon Wrath, we can at least kind of chump block on Falcon Wrath, the shapeshifter, and be in a good spot. But yeah, so I stole our opponent's mana drain, and it got down to like a choke point real late in the game. And I had 2 black mana up, and my opponent was just like tapping mana real quick, like, all right, about to turn the tides in the game. I was like, ooh, mana drain real quick, and it was just, it got one of those nice in the chat. That was it. It's like the official way of not being salty about what happened, but still acknowledging that, like, okay, you got me. And in fact, I got mana tide earlier. That was a little bit of a bummer. I was trying to record Gonti, and we're going to go for the Whispering one. It was going to put us in a really good spot. And I tap out completely for mana, and our opponent has 1 white mana up, and they just tap for 1 white. And I'm like, ugh. And they even floated the mana first, and then clicked on mana tide out of the hand. I was like, oh, that is a bummer. Opponent got it. All right, so we got Kraum swinging in. That's going to be double strike lifelink. So it's going to be 12 total commander damage, and put them up to 37. See if they need anything else to show for him. But yeah, we'll probably still end up jamming the damnation. I think we'll be okay with that. And we'll see if there's anything else we want to go for with Animate Dead. Or if they cast anything else, that'll put us in a good spot where we don't have to worry about a counterspell for that damnation. Draw to Phyrexian Tower. Okay, let's go and get that land down for the turn. So let's see how much mana we have, because either way we're going to lose Shapeshifter. So we can actually sacrifice Shapeshifter to get that black mana in our mana pool. Let's go and do that. Let's go and sacrifice Shapeshifter. That's going to be 2 black mana, 2 off the Worn Power Stone, and that'll put us at 6 total mana. We will not be able to go for Grey Merchant, but we can still go for Gonti though. Yeah, I like that. Let's go for Damnation. That'll be 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of go for a board reset. See if they have another counterspell, or at least maybe some sort of counterspell that we have to pay some sort of mana for, like Mana Link. We'll have enough to pay for it. Okay, clear the board out, and then let's go ahead and go for Gonti. That's going to be 6. Yeah, it's going to be 6. So 1, 2, 3. Tap the Charcoal Diamond down. Unfortunately, we'll not have enough to pay for the Minion Reflector, but at least we'll start going for that next turn with Great Merchant. I'd like to get Gonti down and get that going. All right, get the Minion Reflector trigger going. Then we got Gonti coming across. See what we can kind of dig our fingers in, see what we can't get a hold of. Get our opponent's commanders pop back up. Get to the States. It was back there last time. So we have God's Willing and then Ghostway. So what we can't... Yeah, I think I actually like Ghostway. That works really good with Minion Reflector. Yes, I like that a lot. All right, so let's go Ghostway. All right, so we grab Ghostway, and we're not going to be able to pay 2, unfortunately, for Gonti, but we'll go and pass the turn to our opponent. I'll kind of talk about what we can do with Ghostway. Not going to pay for Minion Reflector, nope, and then we'll kick it back over there. Now, if we get down Grey Merchant next turn, we're going to have more than enough mana to get. That's going to be 1, that's going to be 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to have 9 total mana, so that does put us just enough range to go for Grey Merchant and Gonti, but Gonti just got Lightning Bolt, so we're not going to be able to go for that. But at least we can start bouncing Grey Merchant to get some good devotion going off Ghostway, and then still pay some extra mana to go for the Minion Reflector. So if we get in a spot where we can get down Gonti and Grey Merchant and still have 4 mana, basically we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4... We're looking at 7 mana to have a really explosive turn, because we're looking at Minion Reflector bouncing into the battlefield. We'll get those enter the battlefield triggers. We pay that 4 mana to make copies of both of those creatures, and then that'll allow us to basically get double, kind of like a Panharmonicon style effect. Opponent's going to go for Kraum. It's going to be swinging in for 4. That will put us at 18 total commander damage. With them being completely tapped out, I feel pretty good going for the Whispering one, so should be a good line to go for. But it's been some good back and forth from our opponent, so it's been a fun little match. All right, it's going to be 16 total commander damage. Puts us down to 14, and they're just pulling away with that lifelink. Drawn to Viscera Seer. Okay, let's go and go for the Whispering one. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, let's do it this way. Tap out for 1 more. Okay, and we don't really want to make a copy of the Whispering one. It's not really going to do much, so we don't need to do that. I'd like to get down Viscera Seer too. Puts us in a spot where we don't necessarily need it that bad, but we can at least use it for Phyrexian Tower if we need to. Nope, not going to pay that ability. Okay, I'm going to kick it over to our opponent, and then we'll get that upkeep trigger at the beginning of their upkeep, where they're going to have to sacrifice Kraum. So we'll see how much mana that is. I know it's 7, and that should put it back at 9. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if they make the land drop. So if you hear something, I think there's like a helicopter flying overhead. So I'm not in Vietnam getting attacked. I think it's just a helicopter flying low. But that would put them at completely tapping out for Kraum. Captivating Crew. So this can be 4 total mana. Gain control of target creature and opponent controls. Untap it. Gains haste. Activates its ability anytime you can activate a sorcery. So if they want to gain control of the Whispering one, they can definitely go for that. They'll be able to swing in for 6. We can simply just declare Viscera Seer a chump blocker. Excuse me, it's going to have Swamp Walk. So we do need to find some way to deal with Captivating Crew, though, because they keep grabbing that. That will be a little bit difficult for us to go for. Okay, swinging in for 6 is going to put us down to 8. Let's go ahead and... I think, do we want to sacrifice Viscera Seer to get an extra scry going? You know what we can do is next turn we can go for the Ghostway. But it's going to be returned at the beginning of the next end step. Okay, let's go and leave Viscera Seer up. I think I'm okay with that. We don't need the scry that bad, and we can use Viscera Seer as 2 mana. We get Whispering 1 back. Let's see what we draw into. Draw into another swamp. Let's go and get that down. Yeah, let's go and go for Grey Merchant. The main thing is... let's get down Grey Merchant. That's going to be 1, 2, 3. Then we have that Minion Reflector. Do we want to go ahead and pay 2? Yeah, we can actually pay 2 on this one, because that'll give us just enough for Ghostway. Yeah, nothing else we need to go for. That's going to be a good chunk of damage right there, and then 1, 2, make another copy of the Grey Merchant. Get some extra... oh, wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and... push in with the Whispering one, and we'll swing in with the Grey Merchant. That way, you know, if they want to chump block, they can. And we can at least kind of sacrifice it to add a little bit extra mana to our mana pool. Okay, pushing in. That's going to be 8 coming across. That was a nice little interaction with the Minion Reflector. Now, so basically, when they go for the Captivating Crew next turn, we can go in response, go for that Ghostway. But if they wanted to go for the Whispering one, it's not the end of the world. They're still going to have to sacrifice it. So we may end up just holding on to Ghostway. Or if they want to swing in with the Whispering one, that's perfectly fine with us. Okay, opponent's going to have to sacrifice a creature, see if they want to go for that activation. That will kind of chew up some of their mana. And the main thing is we just need to watch out for Kraum's double strike ability. That'll be kind of bad for us if that does happen. All right, opponent's going to go for Sage Owl. And here's the battlefield. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. Put them back in any order. Okay. Now, as far as Animate Dead, we can grab Captivating Crew. The only downside is we don't have access to red mana. I'm pretty sure I do have... actually, let me look real quick. I think I do have Chromatic Lantern in here for interactions like that. Nope, I took it out. Never mind. We do not have Chromatic Lantern. I used to have it in here for Hedonist Trove. That way if we exile a bunch of stuff out of our opponent's graveyard. So we don't have that line of play. But what we do need to decide is if we ended up going for the Ghostway. So if we go for the exile each creature you control, return those cards at the beginning of the next end step, we can go for that, but we won't have that mana. I'd like to get a little bit of extra Grey Merchant triggers, because that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 10. Then we make a copy. Yeah, we'll see. All right, tap creatures you control can block as though they were untapped. I think we can really utilize Ghostway, especially if we get down Gonti. I like going for that. And then also, if we want to go for something like Animate Dead on Captivating Crew just to have an extra devotion with Animate Dead, I think we can do something with that. Let's see what we kind of get into. I know Gonti's going to be 8 total mana, so that's going to be a big chunk of our mana for next turn. Opponent's going to get the Bauble down. Okay. Let's see if they're going to swing in or anything. Nope. And we'll leave that Viscera Seer right now. We're not going to go for that activation. Drawn to Extra Planar Lens. Exile that, then we'll be able to double that mana up. Yeah, I think I like that. That's going to be 1, 2. 1 off the Charcoal Diamond. It's going to go for Extra Planar Lens. Let's go ahead and add black in response to that. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And let's see, so that's going to double up our swamps. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. So basically we're looking at 1 right now. That's going to be 1, 2. That's going to be 10. Let's go and do that. Let's go and go for... let's get down Gonti. 1, 2, 3. And then tap out for 1 more off the... tap 1 more swamp. There we go. Go and get down Gonti. Do you want to pay for that extra 2 for devotion? We're going to leave up Ghostway at this point right now. I think I like leaving up Ghostway instead of going for an extra Gonti trigger. Okay. Get the Gonti trigger, see if we want to steal anything. Swords to Plowshare would be a wonderful thing. Yes, let's go and do that. Let's grab Swords to Plowshare. Get some really good stuff off this Gonti trigger. And we're not going to pay 2 on this one. No, we're going to leave up that extra mana. And do we want to go for... no, we're just going to go and pass the turn. Okay. And I guess technically we could push in with the Whispering one. That's going to be 3, 4. Yeah, we're okay with that. Because that's going to put them down to 12, and then we might be able to go for some Ghostway shenanigans. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Enters the battlefield. That's 7 devotion. Puts them down to 5, but we won't have enough to pay for that. So we'll wait until next turn. If things get a little bit crazy, we do have Swords of Plowshare to kind of pop one of their creatures. But we should be able to go for that, the Ghostway activated ability and get that beginning of our next instep. That way if our opponent does have something like Wrath of God or something to kind of blow the board state up, we can go for that Ghostway and kind of protect our creatures. The main thing is that, I mean, if you're new to Magic Online, if you haven't played a lot of Magic Online, is we're going to go for something like Ghostway. One of the things that you need to do is on your commanders, click on that commander, and then make sure it's going to go to the command zone. Make sure it goes to the exile zone instead of the command zone, especially if we're going to go for something like Ghostway. All right, opponent's going to get rid of the Sage Owl. But I think simply just making a copy of Grey Merchant off of the Minion Reflector should give us enough devotion to close it out. So we'll see what else our opponent has to show for it. But this is what makes Gonti so fun. You get Ghostway, you get Swords to Plowshare, and you get some really good stuff going. Now, as far as some of the new cards from Rivals of Exelon, I'm definitely going to add Dead Man's Chest to the deck. Let me see if that's the correct name of it. I saw that and I was like, oh, that is such a perfect Gonti card. Scrolling on it right now. Opponent's going to go for Kraum. Okay. And we do not have flying at this point right now. So let's see. They're going to be able to swing in for 4. And that's going to be 2-1 Ragavan. That'll put him right at 20 total commander damage. So that's a little bit scary on that one. Okay. That's going to be 16. And then anything else. We don't really want to give them any extra life off Swords to Plowshare, so we're okay with it at this point right now. Okay. So we drawn to Hero's Downfall. They can block as though they were not, as though they were untapped. So we do have a lot of mana off the extra planar lens. Let's go and do this. Let's go and go for the let's add some extra mana to our mana pool. Let's tap the Charcoal Diamond down. Let's go for Hero's Downfall on her. We'll be able to push in with some creatures. Go and push in with Gonti, push in with the Whispering one, and they'll go and push in with Grey Merchant. Okay, that's going to be 8. That's going to be 10 coming across, which will put our opponent down to 2. Okay, and then no blocks, and let's go ahead and go for Ghostway. Make sure you do that correct. Return those cards at the beginning of the next instep. So let's go and have Gonti go to the exile zone instead of the command zone. There we go. Let's go and go for Ghostway. That's going to be 1, 2, and 3. They're going to be able to draw a card, and they'll be able to bounce our creatures back and get that Grey Merchant trigger. Oh, yes, beautiful. Get back to that instep. We'll have Grey Merchant enter the battlefield. And then, oh, yes. All right, get those Minion Reflector triggers going. And then, absolutely beautiful. Get that extra Gonti trigger targeting our opponent. And that's going to be, yep, there we go. Close it out right there. We had some extra minion triggers to go for, but after that combat sweep, we were able to close it out. But yes, you can see where fun stuff with Minion Reflector and using our opponent's Ghostway is a really fun way to kind of go ahead and close the game out. But if you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.